tries to feed her child. The 3-year-old is starving and might not survive. Like many of the patients at this hospital, they are victims of Somalia's drought, the worst in nearly 40 years. This man first lost his livelihood, then his wife and his youngest child, and now he has nowhere to go. Outside the hospital, people wait in the heat to come in, but there isn't any space.
Drought has caused diarrhea, malnutrition and anemia. The number of people coming to see us for those reasons has increased 100% in 3 months.
Most of them have come from Wallawayn, one of the worst affected areas. Just outside Mogadishu, I met Muhammad, who had traveled from there.
I've lost most of my livelihood, and if I lose the rest of my cows, my children will be next.
7 months ago, he had 120 cows. Now he has just 10. One died last night. Some villagers had heard that Al-Shabaab, a group linked to Al-Qaeda, is distributing food. So they wait in the intense heat for hours to collect a ration of rice and cooking oil. Al-Shabaab has kicked most aid organizations out of the area it controls and has set up a feeding program to deal with the crisis. The Islamists are usually associated with fighting, but to win the support of the people, they have to show a different side, even promising to give a group of women $50 a month until the drought is over.
We collect money from the rich and give to the poor. We don't need aid organizations to give us anything. They use it as a propaganda tool.
And no one wants the rain to come more than Al-Shabaab. The group would rather spend its money on fighting its enemy than food programs.
For the next few months, lack of food is expected to be a major problem in the country. But after 2 decades of war, Somalis are no strangers to adversity, and many of them here remain positive about the future. And that optimism might just get them through in this crisis. Jamal Osman, Al Jazeera, Wallawayn, Somalia.